Bethany. All right, I'm gonna make you host.
Okay, sounds good.
There we go. All right, you're our host now. And
Okay.
all set. And yeah, you guys, it's the same meeting for both. It's the same Zoom for both meetings. So
Okay,
just keep this
perfect.
one open.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Have a good meeting and have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Grace, are you there? Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm here, but I'm in the last minutes of getting my son fed, so I'll have my camera on in a couple minutes.
No worries. All right, why don't we start? We'll call the meeting to order at 6:32. And the first item is approval of our minutes from January 26th.
I
Do
make,
I have
a-
Oh, go ahead.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second.
Thank you. Any edits, comments, additions?
No.
All right, all in favor of approving the minutes?
Martel, I.
Rose, I.
Thank you. The next item are 6 policies to review. And the first policy we're looking at is student discipline. And we're looking at some of these policies around discipline and around non-discrimination based on the passing of the Crown Act, which is, you may be familiar with, is no discrimination based on race, which would include hair. And so MASC has asked us to take a look at some of those within our policy. Additionally, the first policy, student discipline, they passed new regulations regarding student discipline this summer. And so that's why we are updating the policy JIC.
So I will say that for every single one of these 6 policies, which were very incredibly lengthy, I felt like I definitely wanted to go with the MASC recommendations because I
Yes.
felt like it was so legally specific and in an area that I wasn't familiar with, even though I read through every single one. At the conclusion of each one, I was thinking like, I definitely want to go with the recommendation from MASC.
That's
I
good to
know
hear.
There's
And
a way to move all 6, but all 6 for me were the recommendations.
and I don't mind discussing, I will tell you, as they adapted the student discipline policy, which has been adapted, I think this is the second time since I've been superintendent. We had our legal counsel come and speak to the leadership team to really go over sort of the new structures and regulations around suspension. And so it was pretty strong information and pretty long information. It took a little while to digest. So if you're really comfortable moving those MASC policies forward, I am more than happy to do that. And I was very happy to see when we start talking about non-discrimination and when we're talking about race and our protected class, that we do have I think it's I don't know if it's the real name, but the Crown Act. So there is no discrimination based on anyone's hairstyle or headwear. And not that I've been discriminated in any way, shape, or form like that, but I do remember going on an interview and I had a friend tell me that my curly hair wasn't professional. And so I should think about wearing it. And so that's one thing, and I can straighten my hair, right? So, but it was really nice to see, especially after, I don't know if you remember seeing on the news, the young man who was a wrestler so I'm so happy that we have these policies that update and support our students and our staff. It just feels really good. For all that we complain maybe about things that they do in the legislature, maybe in DESE and how difficult it can be, this was one act that I'm glad to see reflected in our policies. So I will move all of the MASC versions to the full committee. And if there are no further, oh, you know what? We do have a school choice that is in it too, I believe, right? Because we can't discriminate for school choice based on that. So I think we are all covered for all 6. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Well, do we have to move?
We don't have, we're a
Okay.
subcommittee, so we can just recommend that they go. And what I'll do when they go to the full committee is do a really brief synopsis for our policy committee that talks about why they're moving forward.
Yep. Okay. I move that we can adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Rose, I.
Martel, I.
Thank you, policy committee team, and I will see you at the next meeting. I appreciate your very succinct motion and recommendation, Julie Martell.
No problem.
Thanks. See you and Bethany shortly. Bye, Caitlin.
Bye.
So, Beth, do you want